Hey there friends, welcome back to another Legally Armed America video. I'm of course Paul Glasgow here, the one and only truth pimp dealing you a vulgar display of logic and reason on a daily basis. Today we're going to talk a little bit about some of the oddities that are happening in this Charlie Kirk case. Real quick side note, I have an exceptional video for you guys tomorrow that was recorded the morning of the Charlie Kirk assassination, so it was not released. But it's a powerful video and you guys are going to want to see that. I'm hoping to put that out tomorrow. It's based on, because I don't want to forget about it and I don't want us as a country to forget about it, but it's about the Charlotte stabbing of the young Ukrainian lady. And again, a very powerful video, so I hope you'll tune in tomorrow for that. On the Charlie Kirk thing, I've got two video clips that I want to show you, both to me equally weird, but they both also present new questions that we need to be asking. There's way too many unanswered questions, and as the days, even the hours go by, I feel like there's even more and more. The first one, let me set this up for you. It's immediately after the shooting. Somebody is interviewing one of the Turning Point USA young men, I guess. He's wearing an American comeback, I believe was Charlie Kirk's his tour. This was the first stop, if you'll remember, on the American Comeback Tour, and it is a Turning Point USA event. Well, there are workers in these American Comeback t-shirts, red t-shirts, and they're interviewing one of the guys, and he's giving his description of the assassination that he saw. I think he said he was 3 rows in or close to Charlie or whatever. And he does give one bit of wrong information, and maybe it's from where he was standing. I don't know. Not making excuses for him, but it did seem incorrect. Where he said that Charlie fell forward. Obviously, we've all seen the video. I'm not going to show it again, but Charlie fell backwards. So that was a little bit weird. But as he's explaining what he saw, and he starts to talk about the shot to the neck, a group of the same guys wearing the same shirts, the same Turning Point USA American Comeback shirts, intervene during the interview and take him away. And there's a bit of a little kind of a scuffle there. I want you to see this.
I was standing from probably the 3rd row in the bottom. I saw hit. I heard the shot ring out. I looked to my left, and then I looked over to my right. I saw him slump over in his chair forward. He slumped over. He had blood coming from the left side of his neck down his shirt, and he slumped over and he was carried off.
Deb, we're not doing it. I'm sorry.
Get off me! Get off me!
Emotions are running high right now.
So what's the issue there? I mean, I don't even have a theory. What do you guys think the issue is? Comment down below if you have any thoughts. Only thing I can think of, maybe his colleagues are telling him this isn't the time, this isn't the place, which is kind of weird because, you know, maybe they're forward thinking enough to say you need to talk to law enforcement first, give them your statement or whichever. Just seems really weird the way they aggressively got in there to tell him, no, we're not doing this or whichever. I don't know. Maybe there's some other strife between these guys that happened before this. I don't know. Very, very strange that they would see the need to interrupt the actual interview instead of waiting till after it to basically cut off the dissemination of information from this young man. I found that to be very, very strange. So again, if you'll comment down below. The next clip I'm going to show you is Kash Patel. Kash Patel this morning was on Fox News talking about various things, and not a manifesto, but it sounds like we had some handwritten stuff before the shooting from the shooter. And I want you to listen to Kash Patel's explanation of what happened to it and where we are now concerning it.
Did he write a written note before the assassination attempt? That's what the governor said yesterday. And what did that say, if you could share that?
So what I'm able to say, I'm sorry. So what I'm able to say is I addressed it partially earlier, is that the written note, we believe, what did exist, and we have evidence to show what was in that note, which is, and I'm going to summarize, basically saying, the suspect wrote a note saying, I have the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk, and I'm going to take it. That note was written before the shooting. Evidence of its existence, we now have learned, existed before the shooting, was in the location in the suspect and partner's home. But we have since learned that the note, even though it has been destroyed, we have found forensic evidence of the note, and we have confirmed what that note says because of our aggressive interview posture at the FBI.
Okay, so, yeah, weird. Nutshell. Kash is saying that there was a note before the shooter took his shot at Kirk, saying that I have a chance to take a shot at Kirk and I'm going to take it. So this note was written before he went up there. And there's other video, by the way, of him walking around in a red t-shirt and shorts the day of the event, casing the place. A lot of weird stuff. It's funny how they have camera angles that benefit them but not show us what we want to see. But Kash is saying that this dude wrote a note. Now, to be clear, they don't make it clear if it's on paper, if it's an email, if it was a text. They don't make clear how it was written. And I think that's important because I don't think we need to automatically assume it's written on paper. If I'm going to write a text or if I write a book, this book that I wrote, I never grabbed a pen and never put it on paper. Everything was typed electronically. So he could be referring to any of those other formats of writing a note and then recovering. Well, we know, obviously, if it was deleted, an electronic version of it, that's easy to recover. However, if it was a handwritten note, again, I understand you can recover that. Maybe the notepad he wrote it on or something like that. But I think the main question would be, who destroyed it? Because had he come back already at that point after the shooting and destroyed his own note? Did the boyfriend, transferee, destroy the note? Who destroyed it? Because that's going to be an issue right there. I mean, I think that we have an obstruction of justice charge right there. I still say, and I don't care what anyone else says, you can't convince me that the boyfriend didn't know everything that was going on. Now he's playing all like I'm ready to get along while the shooter's not getting along and not sharing any information. The boyfriend is acting like, yeah, he's more than willing to. Well, I think he's trying to stay out of jail right now because obviously he knew stuff. You're not going to convince me that he didn't know what was going on or at least have a hint of what was going on. And this note was likely written to him because it sounds like he was addressing somebody. I have a chance to take a shot at Charlie Kirk and I'm going to take it. What, is he writing notes to himself? I mean, I understand he might have been a little cuckoo anyway. The guy was trying to take somebody else's life and actually succeeded at it. So yeah, he had a screw loose. But I don't think he was writing notes himself. I think this note was written to his boyfriend. And I'm just curious how the FBI recovered it. There's a lot of conflicting stories about the FBI. I know that the FBI is very mad. I think it's Salt Lake local law enforcement waited 10 or 12 hours before sharing a photo of the suspect with the FBI. Very strange there too. I mean, you can Google that. That's everywhere. A lot of unanswered questions. I know Kash Patel had a video conference with 200 FBI agents on a video call Thursday and cussed them out and complained about it being a Mickey Mouse operation. I can't argue with him on that. But these are weird stuff. These are weird things happening right now surrounding this. And it just looks like exactly what Kash called it, a Mickey Mouse operation. This looks like no one's in control. Nobody's making good decisions. Everybody's working against one another. And I want to remind you that once again, Trump gets in office and he doesn't replace enough people. Because a lot of those same elements are sitting out there at the FBI doing what they want to do in spite of who the leadership is and in spite of who the president is. But these things right here, tell me in the comment section down below, why do you think the Turning Point young man was interrupted during his interview trying to explain what he witnessed at the shooting moments after it took place? And what do you think is going on with the whole Kash Patel thing regarding this supposed note that was destroyed, yet they have evidence that it existed and they know what was on it? Give me your comments down below, guys. If you like the video, please like the video. Share it. Tell your friends and family members if they like content like this, that this is the place to get it. Legally Armed America. Check me out. Also, don't forget to go to my website, legallyarmedamerica.com, and get your deals out there. Lots of good deals on everything from you can find things that go bang out there. You can find things to feed things that go bang. You can also find other things like preparation type gear, optics, hunting clothes, tents, blinds, things like that, that would be helpful in your outdoor and hunting experiences. And I'm being careful with my wording because of YouTube. Once again, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. Tomorrow, keep your eye out for that video. This is going to be a, let's just say, a different video than what I normally put out, but I think a very powerful one and a very powerful message that's going to make a lot of people mad. And I'm probably going to get in a little bit of trouble for this video because I do believe that there's going to be some people out there who are going to be upset and have their feelings hurt with what I say, but it's 100% factual and FBI statistically based, what I'm going to put out tomorrow, so you don't want to miss that. Don't forget, guys, if you're looking for a book to educate yourself and to educate the idiots out there who can't think for themselves regarding mass shootings, go to damnliars.net. Again, damnliars.net, and get my brand new book, Damn Liars.
I'm sorry, I thought this was America.
It's hanging around.